Hello my friends and subscribers. Today I am gonna talk about a serious conversation revolving among Attack on Titan fandom, which is why Mikasa Ackerman is a best written female character, or why is she hated?
Most of the people find her annoying because all she do is Eren, but to be honest, I kind liked her because of that. No matter what the situation is, she never left the side of Eren.
First I will talk about why is she so obsessed with Eren. Mostly fans found this annoying, but I know this is for a reason. As we all knew that Mikasa's parents were brutally murdered right in front of her, and she was about to get sold to some bad people, and then we all know what could have happened to a girl, but luckily Eren arrived to save her. Don't ignore the fact that Eren at the time was only a 9-year-old kid who fought with those traffickers and saved her while he was himself on the brink of death. On the other hand, Eren has this problem with him that he always put himself in danger without thinking, so Eren's mom Carla Yeager asked Mikasa to look out for him because she was the reliable one, but Mikasa was attached to Eren not only because he saved her, because he was the one who taught her how to live her life with a purpose, like she had to fight in this world if she wanna survive and help her friends. Also, Eren wrapped the scarf around her in the time of fear and desperation. He gave her the warmth she needed, so we can't ignore the fact that Eren was actually a good person. Other reasons some people don't like her is that maybe she didn't care for any other people in her life, but that wasn't true either. As we knew about Armin, Mikasa actually cared a lot for him as her brother and a friend. She always stays beside him when he needed and always encouraged him. Meanwhile, there were other people too, like Sasha, Jean, Connie. She loved them too, as we saw her crying badly when Sasha died and she was the one sitting on her grave. Also, we knew that Mikasa saved many lives multiple times. She even cared for Levi and asked him how he was doing when he got injured during the battle with female Titan. Now we gotta talk about that some people think she had no character development. It is wrong too. No doubt she did cared for Eren a lot more than previous seasons, but it was because Eren was always in danger and he needed her in his hard times, where she was always with her. The most important reason that why she couldn't forget Eren when he said that I hate you.
Mikasa, お前が大嫌いだった。
This is because Mikasa was actually hurt by Eren's words, but she didn't let herself down too much. If you noticed that she was remained calm and silent during last season, where we saw her removing her scarf and leave it behind before the battle. Also, people do called her a simp, but I don't think so, because think about it, if she really was a simp, then she wouldn't have killed Eren in the first place. Also, we need to realize it, that Eren actually loved her, as we can remember that he himself said that he envied her because he isn't strong enough to protect her or anyone, but that doesn't mean that he really hated her. We all knew he only said it to push her away from him. Now I know you will ask that if Eren said he hated her, then why she just couldn't forget him, so I will tell you it was because deep down Mikasa was convinced that Eren is lying, and she was also confused that what is exactly going on here. I mean, they were together since childhood, they get through many hard times together, so why now Eren is doing this to her? Just imagine your childhood love or best friend or sibling said that to you, then what will be your reaction? Another reason that triggered most of the fandom is that why Mikasa didn't confess her love when Eren asked her, "What am I to you?" Honestly speaking, I was also disappointed and furious at that time, but then I realized something. Eren asked that to Mikasa out of nowhere. I mean, he never showed any attention or love towards her. Secondly, he gave her only two options, which were, why do you care for me? Is it because I saved you back then? Or, am I family to you? To be honest, if there was any other girl, she would have also chosen the righteous answer, which is family, which Mikasa did, and I didn't found it dumb or bad because I realized that any girl couldn't confess her feelings suddenly for someone who hasn't treated her like that. Well, that's only my opinion. You are free to think what you wanted. Let's talk about another issue. People ask that why she treated Louise like that. So what I think is that Mikasa actually saw herself in that girl who is following her and wanted to devote her life just like Mikasa did, but she had to lose everyone she loved since Mikasa was a sensitive person. She didn't wanted that to happen any other person, so she tried to treat her badly that maybe Louise could realize and back off, but she didn't. When she was hurt, Mikasa was actually felt guilty as she found herself responsible for this because as we knew Louise was impressed by her and joined the scouts to fight beside her, but then she got injured and eventually died. This makes Mikasa think that whoever gets a bit close to her has to die, which was proven by the deaths of Sasha, Hanji, and also Eren. Now let's talk about the last thing, which I found necessary, that people said she wasn't loyal to Eren, and if she was, then why did she kill Eren? As we were watching her since season 1, 2, 3, all she wanted to do was to stay by Eren's side and protect him. In the end, although she realized the truth about Eren and met him in the paths, it was her choice to kill him or not, but it was also set up by Eren and wanted from Ymir, the founding titan, and I found it really brave and inspiring that Mikasa sacrificed her love with her own hands. She saved the remaining humanity and also her friends. It was Mikasa actually who finished the rumbling, killed Eren, stops the cycle of war, and breaks the long-lasting curse and freed Ymir and Eren from their pain and suffering. Also, people don't like her act of taking Eren's head and leave her friends behind, but this wasn't actually a bad thing. I mean, Eren at least deserved this to get buried by the hands of Mikasa under the tree where he always liked to take rest. Also, it was Armin who sent off Mikasa to bury Eren and stand strongly for his friends as he stood up in season 1. People also said that Mikasa married Jean or someone, but it isn't confirmed from the writer either, or if she did marry someone, then it wasn't a bad thing, because Eren told her to live her life happily and forget about him. Mikasa was only a 19-year-old girl who has every right to live her life however she wanted, but she ended up missing Eren and crying for her because as we know, a girl couldn't forget that man who was her first love, and especially if he was worth it. So, friends, that was my thoughts and opinions about why I think Mikasa Ackerman is a best female character, because she was not only physically strong, but mentally too, and she knew how to sacrifice everyone you loved and still stand strong at the last moment. Well, I found her kinda interesting and a lot better character than any other. Please subscribe to my channel if you like my video. Take care and bye!